Hey, Suzanne here with Caregiver Haven. And today we've got some questions, real questions from our caregivers for you. Here's the first one. Every year, my brother comes to Christmas dinner, drinks too much, and ends up falling or saying something that makes mom crazy. And she has mild dementia. So one outburst can ruin the whole evening. And I don't want to uninvite him, but I'm dreading another disaster. What do I do? Even though I tell him we're not going to have any alcohol and he's not going to drink, he still finds a way to show up drunk or he slips it in somewhere. Okay, so I hear this a lot, and it's a tough place to be. You're caught between keeping family harmony and protecting your senior from chaos. And here's the truth: you can't manage your brother's behavior, only the environment he enters. Okay? So let's break this down. Your mom is very sad that her son is drinking. It breaks her heart. I know that. First, though, you have to decide your priority. If mom's comfort and safety comes first, that means everything else has to bend around that goal. And so it doesn't mean excluding people, but it does mean setting boundaries before the event starts. There will be no drinking. Okay? Call your brothers a few days ahead of time and say, hey, I'm looking forward to seeing you this year, but I need your help keeping things calm for mom. She gets really agitated when there's too much noise or drinking. So I'm asking everyone to keep things low key, and we will not have any alcohol served this year. And if he jokes and brushes it off, just stay steady and say, I know it's not easy, but this is serious for mom's health. So we have to do it this way from now on. If he doesn't want to show up, it's his loss. I'm sorry. It's going to be your loss too, but you can't have him there. It's going to hurt mom. Okay, question number 2 is every year my sisters, oh, brother, here we go. Okay, every year my sisters expect us to exchange big holiday gifts, but I'm stretched thin taking care of dad and barely keeping up with the bills. They don't understand how expensive caregiving is, and I'm embarrassed to say I can't afford these gifts this year, and I feel like the Grinch. But something has to give, and it can't be my money. Okay, how do I handle this without hurting anyone's feelings? You know, this is so hard because we feel like we let people down when we don't have gifts for them. They're giving us gifts and we're not giving them gifts. So it's so common and honest. It is a true caregiver's dilemma. You're already spending so much financially and emotionally that adding pressure for expensive gifts can feel unbearable to you. I got that. But here's what I can tell you: it isn't about money, it's about meaning. So let's start with the real issue. You're living in two worlds, and one world is full of normal holiday expectations, the wrapping of the gifts, the exchanging of the presents, and pretending life is light and easy, right? And then the other world that you're living in is your caregiving world. And it runs on medical bills, lost time at work, emotional fatigue, being pulled in all these different directions. They don't see this invisible cost. Plus the 700, I think it's $700 average that caregivers now spend a month taking care of their seniors. So here's the solution. You take the lead and you reset the expectations. And you do this early. You call your sister, and I would suggest that you text her, your sisters, and you text them before the gift shopping begins, and you try something like saying, hey, I just wanted to talk to you about the gifts this year. Between dad's care and my schedule, I need to simplify. So I need to do something smaller. So maybe a group experience or a donation in mom's name or a homemade gift instead. Maybe instead of us opening gifts, notice now you're not apologizing here. You're reframing the tradition around connection rather than consumption. Most families respond better when you bring a positive alternative instead of just saying no. Now, if somebody pushes back or makes you feel guilty, remind yourself their role right now isn't to meet everyone's expectations. It's to protect your finances and your stability. You can't pour money into something you don't have. You just can't do it, especially since this is a constant drain on your bank account. So the mind shift helps when you change it. So instead of giving things, give memory moments instead. Maybe keep it at a $10 limit. Bake cookies with dad and film it for the family. Sometimes just going to the grocery store and making cookies that go home with them, that's more than a $10 gift often. If you bake cookies for everybody and you give them to them, you're done. That's what you did. You sent them home with a plate of something special. Maybe you have a favorite dish that you make and they love that favorite dish. Send it home with them. Maybe they'll love it that way. Send them home with a slice of cake. They might like that. Have those things wrapped, put a pretty bow, saran wrap around them, or in a bag, a plastic Ziploc bag with a bow and their name on them, and say, these are the things I'm giving you this year. That's what they might need, is something that you've cooked for them. It might be less expensive, especially when you make it for everybody and you just wrap it separately. I know it's not a gift from the store. It's a gift from your heart. And you got to remember that. And I think that that's real important, to give them their favorite dish that you know how to make. Okay? So have your senior help you write holiday cards together. Create a photo collage that you can give them. Get out all the photos and put something together that they really like. I've had people do this. Really, the truth is, we're not supposed to compete for gifts. You know that, and I know that. They're meant to be something that be about who shows up for each other. All right? You're already giving the most important gift of all. You're giving your care, your patience, and all of your time. So how much more can you give? If that's not enough for somebody, the problem isn't you. It's the pace of their expectations. So take a deep breath, simplify boldly, and know that saying no to expensive gifts isn't being a Grinch, it's being grounded. The other thing you could do is go on Amazon and everybody makes a wish list for something that they want that's under $10. There's big sales on Black Friday. So have them make their list before Black Friday and look for only those gifts that are under $10, and then you give everybody something like that. That may help too. And also host earlier in the day. Okay, and this way, people appreciate the gifts. They don't get drunk, right? Hopefully they're not drinking in the middle of the day, but it helps you be proactive in planning, okay? And you get everybody out of the house with their gifts, and you're ready to sit down and give mom the relaxation she needs to. So think about those things. Just change and tweak a few things, and your mindset will follow. Take care. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.